Hi folks, it's Robert here at 2020 Recruitment. I just thought I'd do a wee video just to go for CVs. We get a lot of CVs through. Obviously as a recruitment agency we get hundreds through every day, and we notice a lot of errors, a lot of issues, and it affects the job, it affects your chances of getting the job, because at the end of the day your CV is an introduction to you. The CV is you. Think of it that way. If you're going out into the pubs, you want to look good. If you're going out just your daily routine, you want to look good. So if you're going out to an employer or you're going out to a recruiter, your CV is you want it to look good. So first things first, what is a CV? A CV is an introduction to you. It's that bite to get a recruiter or a hiring manager to want to learn more about you. It's to get them to read the CV and think, this is interesting. Think of it as the back of a book. You're reading the back of the book, sounds good, I'm going to buy that book. You read the CV, sounds good, I'm going to get them in and get to learn a bit more. So, first things first, one of the main things that we notice on CVs happening every single day is no contact information, which is crazy in this day and age. So we're getting CVs in, they might be coming through a third-party site such as CV Library or Indeed, etc. No contact details, just the name, and we're unable to get in contact with you without going through the third party. This isn't always easy because they do make it a bit difficult at times to contact you directly. So please make sure if you're sending a CV, it's got your name, your address, and your contact details. Even the address doesn't have to be a full address. Just let us know what area you're in. If you're applying for a job in Kirkcaldy, let us know you're at least in Fife. There's no point in going through the process and it turns out you're too far away, you can't commute, there's no relocation package or anything like that. So just always make sure you've got the relevant information. Phone number and email, brilliant. Also when it comes to email, make sure it's a professional email. Sometimes we get some few dodgy ones in that you don't really want to have that going to a client. So make sure it's a professional email address and it's all there, easy to see, and we can contact you if we need to. So on the CV, we've got the contact information, got your name, contact information, and then maybe just a wee intro about yourself. 3 or 4 lines, just a brief introduction to your career, something that gives us that bit of drive to read on, something a wee bit of gripping information that we can read on and find out more about you from the information that's on the CV. So after that, it's up to yourself how you format it. A lot of people like it differently. Some people put their education first, some people put their education at the bottom. I can't really say what I prefer because it doesn't really matter to me. I think it really depends on the job. If the job advert specifically asks that you have certain qualifications or certain certificates, maybe put them as high up in the CV as possible so that the hiring manager or the recruiter can see that right away and read on. If not, it's fine. But contact details, introduction, we'll just say your qualifications, and then let's go into your career history. Now, your CV is an introduction to you. It's just key points. You don't want to put too much information on it. You want it to be easy to read. It highlights all the points that the recruiter or the hiring manager is looking for, and it gives them the incentive to call you to get you in for a face-to-face chat where they can go into much more detail about your career history and about the sort of things you've done in the past. You don't want to overload your CV with too much information. You want to save some for the big day. You want to save some for when you get the interview. Bullet points I find are great. I think bullet points are great, but you've got to have the right information on it. So if the job description is looking for X, Y, and Z, and you have X, Y, and Z, make sure that's on your CV. If that means tailoring your CV for every job you're applying for, then so be it. It's worth the time. If it'll get you I can't speak. If it'll get you in front of people, if it'll get you into the job that you're wanting, go for it. Put the work in. It is definitely worth it. We don't usually do CVs for our clients. It's not a service we offer, but my background from welfare to work, I used to write CVs every single day for hundreds and hundreds of candidates. So if you are struggling with your CV and you are looking for that bit of advice, someone just to refresh it for you, I don't mind doing that for you at all. Just let me know. Just send me it, tell me what you think the issues are. I'll have a review of it, I'll let you know, and I'll redo it. So back to the CV, we've got the Contact details, personal profile, your education, your career history. Always start with your most recent job first, please. The last thing you want to do is read a CV and the first job you see is from 1995. No, come on. Most recent job first, your current employment. Put in the company, your job title, and the dates you're working. A brief overview of what you do, covering the key points, and then the job before that. I would always recommend go 10 years back. That's probably but 10 years I would say is a fair assessment. Go back 10 years of your career history. If it's longer than that and it's relevant, add it in. But if it's not relevant, I would say 10 years, and at the end of that, you could say further career history on request. After that, you would always want to put in any skills, any extra certificates you have that might not be as key as the other ones, your qualifications, maybe you've got your forklift, you've got your CSS, these sort of things, put them in there as well. And then at the bottom, make sure you always put that you can have your references. You're available for references. I would never recommend putting references on a CV. The actual references, the name, contact number, that's my personal opinion, I keep that off. But I would always have at the bottom, references available on request. Another thing with CVs is the format, like the font, the sizing. Make sure it's all together. Make sure it all works together. It looks good. You don't want your CV, half of it size 12, the other half size 10. Make sure it all comes together, it all looks good. Just put the work in, make the CV look good, because at the end of the day, it's an introduction to you. It is your first step to getting in front of the hiring manager, to getting that job you want. So always make sure your CV is good. Keep it Word or keep it PDF. A lot of people send their CVs by Google Drive and stuff like that, and if we can't sign into them accounts, we can't get it. So make sure you're sending it by email as an attachment. A lot easier. We're even seeing CVs nowadays that are done on people's iPhones on the notepad. It's just not suitable, because we can't upload that to our system, which means we can't send that to our clients, which means we can't put you forward for the job. So we have to go back and redo the CV, etc. Another thing I would say is, if we do give you feedback on a CV, it's feedback that we think will help you. It's up to yourself if you take that feedback on board, but we're not saying it for any other reason other than we think it will help you, or it's feedback we've received from a client. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers it all. I would definitely just say make sure your CV is always up to scratch, put the work in, cover the key areas, make sure it's relevant to the job you're applying for, make sure your contact details are there. Just make sure that you're giving yourself the best chance to get in front of the hiring manager and to get the job that you really want. Thanks.